Here we go, back on the Ford Ranger, part 2 of the car with the grindy brakes. Let's get it jacked up, get it on the stands, and the wheels off. Okay, that's the wheels off. Now we'll go around. We'll start on the easy side. On this side we're going to be changing the pads, the rotor and our idler arm. First thing we're going to do, normally I'd remove that clip, but it looks like somebody in the past has taken the clip out and not put the clip back, so I've got to remove, I'll get some light here in a little while. I've got to remove that bracket, that, and then that, and that's difficult. There we go, that one, so that we can actually remove the caliper assembly and move it to one side. Right, that's the caliper removed. As you can see, these pads on this side hasn't worn down as far. I'd say what happened with the other side was this pad here, it was stuck in the caliper, and this side here it was using all the brake force, so it just basically wore this one away to nothing, ground it into the rotor to such a point where there was enough room for the backing plate to pop straight out and disappear on the road. Okay, now to get that bracket off so I can get the main caliper bracket off. Okay, that's the caliper bracket off with the old pads. Pretty rusty, pretty dirty, pretty cruddy. Okay, let's get the old motor off. That can go to one side. I don't need that anymore. And all that surface there has to be cleaned. Okay, just going to get my tool and I'm going to clean that, clean the bracket mounts there and there. And then we'll put it back together again. We'll clean up all the caliper slides, put new pads in it, clean up the caliper, wind them pistons back, and then away we go. Shit. There we go, all nice and clean. Just got to clean up those caliper brackets. I know people like to see the unboxing, but it's very difficult with a mobile phone. There's no doubt quite a few people that have started out and found out the same thing. One day I'll be able to afford myself a GoPro, but anyway, what we're using here, I want to get it out of the bag, is quality DBA material, Street Series. This, in my opinion, other than Garmin Genuine, this is the best you can put on your car. Especially for a four-wheel drive. Okay. We're also using Bendix heavy-duty brake pads. Again, Bendix, very, very good quality. You want to go better than Bendix, buy Genuine if you want to pay the price. Very important that you clean up them guides and you clean and lubricate the slides. Now I can't do this one-handed, so I'll show you the before and afters. There we go. Right, where the pad slide is all nice and clean. I've taken them clips out, cleaned out the inside of the caliper as well, or the caliper cage, and just pop these out. See how easy they are to do one-handed. See? Very difficult to do one-handed. Sand it dry, crusty, rusty. We get a good clean out, and what I use is ceramic grease. I don't use Never Seas or anything like that. Ceramic grease. Only ever use this stuff. Never use copper paste or anti-seize, the old zinc stuff. This stuff dries up inside the inside these slides and will actually cause the slides to stick. Never, never, never. Silicon, ceramic, extreme pressure, brake parts, lubricant. That's all I use. that's the caliper slides all lubricated up, freed up, makes it run nice and smooth. Let's get this bracket back on the car. This is why I like using these. These have like a ceramic stripe on them, helps bedding them in, makes it easy. And when you put these on, you put them on dry. Don't ever put lubrication on these areas here, because what happens is that lubrication attracts dust. Dust gets stuck between the pad and that mating surface. Eventually what happens is that will rub through any coating that it's got on the clips, rust will install, and it will jack it up and seize the pad up. Now this should go on very nice. Let's see if I stop myself from shaking. I suffer with a little bit of a horrid condition that some mechanics get. So look how easy that went in. Very easy. See? Pop it out, pop it back in. That's what it should be like. And the inner one should be pretty much the same. Should go in, go into the top one. Whoop, let's get you in camera shot. Should go in, go into the top one, and look, it's lined up. Pop. See? Easy. You will have no problem whatsoever with this ever seizing up. These must be dry. Never ever lubricate. No, I never even lubricate the backings of them. Everything stays nice and dry. Dust doesn't get stuck to it, and that way you have no problems. Caliper pistons wound back, pads in, everything's ready to go. Let's get this back together again. Well, I showed you that at the beginning. Somebody's taken that clip out of there and lost it. It's been gone for quite some time. I haven't got any of those clips, so what I'm going to do is source the clip and get the customer to come back and put a new clip in it. There we go, caliper on, new pads in, everything's lubricated, clean, tidy. I'll put that wheel back on in a minute. Next job, that, the idler. There we go, people. That's the new idler arm. I've got to put that on there. I use a brand called Road Safe. I know they're not the only brand out there, but there's lots of other brands, but for me, convenient, not too expensive, and they last. Wife just bought me a cup of coffee. Yum. Right, they're all sprayed down. Been sitting for about 10-15 minutes with a penetrating oil. I use Inox. I'm not an ambassador or sponsored by him. I've got this product called Lanox. Been using Inox since I was an apprentice, nearly 40 years ago. Very, very good product. There we go, people. New one in. But a GoPro on a little stand, I would have left it rolling and you could have seen me change it. But I'm not that rich. Just struggling to survive. Right, now on to the other side. I'm not going to show you the strip down and reassembly of this side, but I will show you the installation of the caliper. You'll like it. It's a nice shiny caliper. That's that clip I was talking about on the other side that's missing. Let's see if I can locate one. I thought I had some, but can't find it. So I'll see if I can locate one for him, the other side, and bring him in and put a new clip on it for him. Well, there you go. Time for some work. There's the old ones off. That's the reason why you don't pad slap on something that may have just tipped metal to metal, because things can go wrong. And yes, when you're asking, that inner pad was stuck in that caliper slides. See how rusty they are? See how rusty they are? Jacked up and stuck in the caliper. So it was running on the outer pad only until one day it went zip and decided didn't want to keep the pad anymore. Threw the pad out and ground the caliper to help again, ground the caliper away to oblivion. There we go, guys. I said to you I'd show you the caliper. I thought I'd unbox it for you. I took it out of the plastic because it's very difficult to do me a one-handed. Doesn't come with hardware, so I had to reuse those clips. and doesn't come with a new banjo bolt, but these are very nice to give me a couple of new washers. So that's going to go on. I'm going to strip these off and I'm going to pull these out and put ceramic grease on them, because the grease that they put in these is not, in my opinion, good enough for the conditions that cars like this go under. Okay, so that's the new cradle on, new pads in, they're all nice and clean to put back in, and more rust jacking with this guy. There we go, brand new caliper on, connected up, bled up, pressure tested, checked for leaks. All I gotta do now is put the wheel on, torque up the front wheels and take it for a test drive, and she's done. All done, wheels on, tightened to 117 Newton meters, all bled up, on the ground, and ready for its road test. All done, guys. Okay people, test drive done. She stops beautifully, brakes do exactly what they're supposed to do. Well, that's it for today. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. It'll help me grow my business and this channel, and hopefully one day into a workshop and off this gravel driveway. All out for now. Catch you all in the next video.